His Majesty the Sultan greets the President of the United States of America on his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council sign in Muscat an agreement to establish the headquarters of the advisory body of the Supreme Council, the Cooperation Council. And the Sultanate of Oman advances 5 places in Competitive Industrial Performance Index 2024. Welcome to our news center. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Joe Biden of the United States of America on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency José Raúl Molino on the occasion of him winning the presidential elections of the Republic of Panama. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud al-Busaidi, Foreign Minister of the Sultanate of Oman, and His Excellency Jassim bin Muhammad al-Badawi, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC), signed today an agreement to establish the Supreme Council's Advisory Authority's headquarters. More details coming up in the following report.
To boost joint Gulf cooperation for the benefit of the Gulf citizens, the Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) signed today in Muscat an agreement of the Supreme Council's Advisory Authority's headquarters, the Gulf Network for Quality Assurance in Higher Education in the GCC States Office, and the GCC Center for Translation, Arabization, and the Promotion of Arabic.
With great pleasure, we signed this morning an establishment agreement between the Gulf Cooperation Council and the Sultanate of Oman. This establishment agreement governs the relationship between the GCC and Oman in the sense of the actual presence of the 3 institutions of the GCC that are already existing here in Oman. This agreement basically governs the relationship, in a sense of what Oman provides to the GCC or to this establishment for the time being.
The purpose of the agreement is to enable these institutions to carry out their assigned tasks and responsibilities effectively, achieving their specific founding purposes and the overall noble goals of the Gulf Cooperation Council.
The personnel, the equipment, the actual building itself, all is governed within this agreement that really sees 3 very important institutions of the GCC, the Arabic Language Institution, the Higher Education Institution, and the Consultative Authority, which follows the Supreme Council of the leaders of the GCC. We're extremely honored to be cooperating with Oman, a very active member of the GCC. Oman continues to show us and prove to us how unique and creative they are in their relationship with the GCC. We count on them in so many areas, and we depend on their wisdom and moving forward in all of our actually joint GCC work.
The agreement is based on the GCC Supreme Council's decision in its 18th session, December 1997, to establish the Supreme Council's Advisory Authority's headquarters. It also refers to the Supreme Council's decision in its 33rd session, December 2012, to establish the Gulf Network for Quality Assurance of Higher Education in the GCC countries, and to the decision in its 40th session, December 2019, to approve the internal regulations for the Center of Translation, Arabization, and the Promotion of the Arabic Language. The signing ceremony held here in Muscat signifies a commitment towards academic excellence and cultural heritage preservation across the Gulf states. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, this is Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Thank you, Saleh. His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Governor of Muscat, confirmed that Muscat Governorate takes into account achieving balance and fair relative distribution of Muscat Governorate development projects to include the various wilayas of the Governorate. This came during a meeting with His Excellency, the Governor of Muscat, with Their Excellencies, members of the Shura Council, representatives of the wilayas of Muscat Governorate, in the presence of the Chairman of Muscat Municipality, Their Excellencies the Walis of Muscat Governorate, and a number of government and municipal officials. During the meeting, the most important development and service plans and projects were reviewed, as well as the most prominent programs and future orientation of the Governorate within Governorate development budget. The Honourable Salim bin Musallam Qatan, Deputy Chairman of the State Council, was briefed on the progress of the activities of the Military Discipline Programme in Dhofar Governorate during a visit to the Salala Sports Complex. The Honourable Deputy Chairman of the State Council listened to a briefing on the most important training awareness and educational aspects and lectures included in the programme. He also viewed a visual presentation that included existing sports activities, practical applications in the military infantry. The Sultanate of Oman advanced 5 places in the Competitiveness Industrial Performance Index for 2024 issued by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, jumping to 53rd place globally and 4th place regionally. The index aims to evaluate and measure the industrial competitiveness of the 153 global economies. His Excellency Dr. Saleh bin Saeed Msen, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion for Commerce and Industry, said that the continued progress of the Competitiveness Industrial Performance Index for the year 2024 came as a result of the improvements in the implementation of a group of programs and initiatives to develop the industrial sector, attracting a group of industrial investments with advanced technologies and launching factory automation programs and strengthening supply chains. His Excellency added that it was also aimed at increasing the competitiveness capabilities of the sector during the next phase, reinforced by the Industrial Strategy 2040 through upgrading manufacturing industries to advanced technologies, developing innovative products, and pushing for an expansion of exports regionally and internationally. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Ministry of Endowment and Religious Affairs rekindles the 1446th anniversary of Prophet Muhammad's Hijrah in the Wilaya of Ibra. Welcome back to our news centre. Ibri Hospital in Al-Dhahira Governorate succeeded in performing the first corneal cross-linking operation for a young man suffering from a condition called keratoconus. The operation prevents the progression of the disease by increasing the collagen bonds in the cornea and exposing the eye to ultraviolet rays and the substance riboflavin or vitamin B12. Keratoconus is a disease that affects the cornea of the eye, causing it to weaken and change its shape to a conical shape, leading to a gradual weakening of vision over time. Major General Hamid bin Ahmed Sakroon, chairman of the Academy for Strategic and Defense Studies, today viewed activities of the annual military exercise Al-Hazm, or Decisiveness, which is being implemented by the Joint Command and Staff College during the period from the 30th of June to 11th of July 2024. The drill is carried out in conjunction with the annual strategic exercise Decision Making 11. Afterwards, the chairman of the Academy for Strategic and Defense Studies was briefed about the drill and the progress that was made. Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs held a celebration on the 1446 Hijrah anniversary. The event was organized in Sharqiya University in the Wilaya of Ibra under the auspices of His Excellency Mahmoud bin Yahya al-Dahli, Governor of North Ash-Sharqiya. The celebration ceremony included a number of programs such as delivering poems, videos and sketches on the Hijrah event, the love of the Prophet and his good character. The event seeks to recount the teachings and the tale of patience and suffering of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as he moved from his hometown in Mecca, where he withstood harm from the people, to Medina, where he was received with love and respect. The Governorate of Al-Baraymi continues to carry out the training initiative Irada for General Diploma holders. This initiative is adopted by Baraymi Municipal Council in cooperation with Oman Chamber of Commerce in Industry Branch in Al-Baraymi and the Baraymi Institute for Administrative Training. The initiative seeks to equip job seekers with the skills and knowledge necessary for the job market. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets the President of the United States of America on his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council sign in Muscat an agreement to establish the headquarters of the advisory body of the Supreme Council of the Cooperation Council. And the Sultanate of Oman advances 5 places in Competitive Industrial Performance Index of 2024. With that, we do come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, it is good night and always stay safe.